All right, testing, volume check. All right, so right here we have Alex's team on the left, and we have Susan subbing for John's team on the right. It is 0 minutes in. They are loading in. We have Malphite Sona Lane bot versus Cog and what looks like a Zyra support. So Warwick jungle to the Aatrox. What not? Wait, Nunu's jungle, and then fuck, I'm bad at this. We have John on Karma against Lux Brian. So minions loaded or has spawned. So let's talk about the lanes here. What I think will happen. Well, Malphite should top lane. Malphite versus Aatrox. We should have Aatrox pushing it in, but Malphite will win it out once he gets levels, and maybe with Bomby Cinder be able to start pushing back and ignore Aatrox. In the jungle, we have Nunu that wants to try to. Well, it's Susan, so I'm not sure how good a pathing is gonna be. I've never seen her jungle. We have Warwick versus Nunu. They might fight for Dragon early. Nunu's gonna try to invade a lot to make it annoying for Evan. Warwick might try for some ganks. Level 3 onwards or level 2. Mid lane, Lux versus Karma. Karma just has to avoid binding an E, and then Karma should be able to push in Lux early. I think he'll be able to spam your Q more than he can spam his E. MF Sona, very poke oriented, try to win early. Definitely going to beat out the Cog. And the Zyra wants to just sit back and peel or try to get a catch to set up ganks or roams for mid or top. So we are blue side start for both. They meet in the middle. Malphite's gonna win the trades early anyways just because he's got armor. Well, I guess Aatrox needs level 2 just to be able to start trading effective, or level 3. What did the Karg start? W. Definitely doing a good job zoning them out. Mid lane. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Can't use the F keys for that. Last hit under his turret. Pretty easy with MF because of her passive of unique things. Sona will keep the sustained up, while MF will just hit under tower pretty well. The Cog and Zyra is doing a good job denying them and keeping them somewhat low, but that can also happen, so two-man top, no summoners blown. Well, summoners blown top and jungle on this side. What happened? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that in a replay. Okay, why is Brian over here? That's a good roam. Alright, let's just fall back in time. Records the screen. So we're gonna go back to an instant replay. We have Nunu clearing his red, going for a gank top for some reason. Oh no, he sees the Warwick, so he goes to farm. Does Warwick see the Nunu? Or does Warwick just want to invade because top got forced back? Getting vision in the jungle? No, checking for Nunu. Okay. He doesn't have wards, does he? Nope, it's off. It's on cooldown. Evan flashes for the fear. The Aatrox TP's in. Very aggressive. They get the vision, and then Lux just run. Did John not call it? Oh, they don't have vision of it. But like, what was that Q? Also, summoner is blown. They probably should tell them that. 啊，没什么，跟自己讲话。Okay, so Sustain Wars should win out right now. They just need to play for late. Well, for the first blood, Brian gives up mid pressure. He frees up the realm for Karma to come down and gank Lu. The Zyra should just flash root here. Oh, never mind, they don't even need that. The rest of W, yep, that's a kill. Traded for it, but that's fine. Mid for AD carry. AD carry also gets it. Support dies. Now Brian gets the priority to push the lane in with double buffs. Nunu's just farming up because he died early. Yeah, and then this is expected early because Malphite can't farm efficiently. Just needs to push it out slowly. He's getting armor. Aatrox, once pushed in, of course, is getting roams. Gets pretty good deep vision here. Or gets a good gank off on the TP. Let's see what happened here. So oh, that's a risky TP, trying to go in for that. Warwick was in position for that. Forces the flash just by running really fast at him. Aatrox roams mid, but John doing the risky TP here screws them over on the setup of that. He needed to teleport further back or just walk the lane. Give up a few CS, but didn't have to blow his flash. Zyra got the lane first or something? No, they knew they were coming back to the lane. Well, Zyra got the lane first and decided to get some vision early and roamed up mid to respond. Okay. Fights the Warwick, but can't really kill him. They win the scuttle fight. And it gets pink vision for River for John now that he doesn't have flash. What John needs to do now is, now that he knows that this is here, is get a ward here or here. One of these two bushes would be good. Once again, looks like the AD carry is sufficient in just being pushed on the turret, getting XP. He just has to play safe while the Zyra goes and roams and practically solo kills. Oh, that is aggressive. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have just left it there, but that was very aggressive. Forces, there wasn't summoners available, but it gives John some room to breathe, I guess. A 1-for-1's not the worst on me, even though it's support in mid. Denies mid some EXP. Sit back more. Cog pinks behind to prevent, hopefully stop dives. They don't have deep vision. Aatrox once again gets to push in towards the exit of the top jungle. Backs, buys TM out, so he pushes even harder and faster. Malphite should be able to get his Bramble Vest here. Zyra rejoins Kog'Maw. There's not really much to do except like poke them out and hope for it to stun them, so Kog gets some room to breathe. Meanwhile, Nunu hasn't really done much in the enemy jungle. Not getting too many objectives, just farming. But he's not exactly out farming. Getting vision on Dragon, hopefully getting it. But it's not a good time to get it because bot has priority. So if Sona, they're not 6 yet, so they don't get a free kill on it. What they don't know is that Warwick is in the area and Warwick will come. Okay, top is going to get pushed in. Bot has lost priority, but they are not responding very well. Blue side is being able to respond, so they will get priority on it and get the dragon here. Unless Karma here. Oh. Wait, okay, let's... Oh, get the Lux Steal. Let's rewatch that fight again because I'm terrible at commentating. So Warwick decides to start it, but Dragon does a lot of damage. He's taking solo, they're not really doing too much damage. And get some plant damage and Q damage. Lux takes a lot, dodges the binding. E doesn't do too much. And Sona just flashes out. And turns out Nunu doesn't have smite. And timed it poorly. And now, if they do it correctly, that's a kill. No way. Okay. Aatrox TP's in. Did they have a deep ward, or did he just literally walk to? Wow. Okay. They took the top fight and both started rotating. So Aatrox takes the initiative because it's pushed in. Malphite realizes that and clears as much as he can and starts running after him. They get that kill. Wait. Wait, what? In what world does an MF lose to a Kog'Maw? Okay, so MF is full, Kog'Maw is somewhat low. He has no summoner, no flash on him, but Kog has flash. He drops the E, E is on cooldown, Q should be coming back off of cooldown. It's the slow W fight. Just had more skills? Was everything on cooldown for the MF here? So E is on cooldown now. He starts with the Q. Okay, he didn't have E and Cog just sort of mowed him down. Alright, that works. Now, since they had a solo 1v1 kill, like they got the one Drake, which will be pretty good for them, but Malphite is getting dove. He gets away relatively unscathed, actually. Bramble Vest does work. Go back to top lane, reset back to standard lanes. Cog coming in with recurve versus just, wow, that must hurt for MF because now Cog has boost and attack speed. But like Sona can still ult and get a good gank off, but it's gonna need a lot of poke and setup before it because Zyra is 3-2 and 1. Cog is 1-0-4, so like it's up a lot of gold. Level difference, it's up maybe half a level? Yeah, a little over half a level. Well, actually a whole level. Alright, top lane is relatively even minus the roam down getting the kill and Alex not getting anything out of it. Jungle, Nunu is slightly out farming and has a kill just because of a skirmish after Dragon. Okay, I did not watch that. Lands the root, drops the ult, poke, gets a slow, back blast hitting. Kite, walk around, last hit, move forward, hit, move forward, hit. Sona wants to go for the poke. Doesn't respect that. Cog had W and MF was playing really far back. We will pause here for one quick VR back. Sona goes up for poke while MF had skills up but wasn't prepared to fight, so they just ran. MF didn't try to zone. Zyra didn't have E there. In theory, like I would probably die to that too, but the optimal thing to do there would have probably been So it's like, you know he's low. Just sit back under turret. It's like it's gonna push into you. There's no need to go for that trade because you are low. It's gonna push in. Just lost a 100 turret, but instead you go up to try to get the Q. Take a bunch of damage from Cog on W, ult, Zyra plants in Q. And now MF is under turret alone. This is a possible dive. They're gonna clear vision because they have an advantage. They now get to set up vision, and a lot of that vision bot lane was from Cog being defensive when he was alone. These are from dragons, I believe. For some reason, Nasus or Nunu dies, so they're getting advantages bot by themselves. But Nunu doesn't really add much to it. He's winning the 1v2, but can't sustain as hard because Grievous Wound before it comes up. Nunu's a little late. Nunu gets here way too late. You give it up here unless he has flash to get out. He had ult still, okay. Flashes to get the kill, but it doesn't matter. Lux TP. Doesn't really do much. Okay, that was just dumb. Zyra gets the zone DMF. MF is smart and backs off to wait for her support, but Zyra's there to just... Oh, Zyra's inting. But doesn't die. Okay, Malphite teleported bot and Cog has to run away. Karma has a pushed in and should be able to escort the Cog out relatively safely, but should have been able to call that. Malphite doesn't indeed not have ult. He's so slow. Shield. Pokes with it. Kog'Maw's just zooming in and out, letting the trades flash with the jungler. MF pushes out bot somewhat. Well, you had vision on just almost everyone. MF, I think, could have safely pushed that bot lane out. Alright, let's watch this, because you see the trade. MF backs when Zyra just respawns, and Nunu is out of vision, so Nunu's the only one that can possibly kill. I don't know why you didn't push out the lane, it's just in the middle. And now it will push towards red side, so that's a good time for Cog to catch the wave. He doesn't even need to come out to endanger himself. Nunu comes bot, install teleports. Nunu doesn't really get much done here. Maybe set up some vision? No? Alright, he just comes by and hopes to catch someone or something. Zyra will be able to zone Soda because Zyra's bad. Aatrox pushes in, but Malphite will be able to take it. Has more than enough armor by now. Karma pushing Lux in as usual. Farm is slightly ahead. Wow. The bot roams because bot catches the wave. MF has to respond and catch it because it's pushing in. Evan is in position for a gank, but there is a big minion wave. Well, not really big, slightly bigger than average. MF uses E to catch the farm, so while they are catching the wave and responding, Kog'Maw rotates up. They don't have vision on it, so he just flashes away because they called the Mia. That's probably a safer thing to do there. No one is out W and they saw the Mia. Aatrox pushes out, rotates. Lux will try to clear it out, but gets dove because that is a thing. Now they will race spot, will push in as usual, but Warwick is there. They have vision on Warwick. There's not really much Malphite can do because he doesn't have TP to respond, so Malphite will try to do his best to push. Maybe he doesn't want to give up the turret yet, so he wants to back and do it and let John catch it. They know Warwick is spot. They could have kept pushing mid. Nunu should have rotated mid to help. Oh wow, denies a lot of minions actually. So that might be a better thing to do. Nunu has vision on that. Priority on mid, so therefore they get the gank off. gets slowed. Warwick might have to ulto. Okay, Warwick went in. That actually might be the better thing to do. Sona ult saves both of them, but Kog'Maw on the other hand. Okay, so if they do that. Oh, Zyra. It's because Zyra didn't go in on that. And Cogs. Yeah. Well, that happens. Malphite walks from top or something. Oh, another kill's coming up because we're behind in time. He's gonna push in. He has red buff, does a little more damage to the turret, I think. Well, Cog at this point is just way up in farm and way up in kills. They get this practically because MF and Warwick just got back from buying. This is free. Dragon's coming up. They can either rotate directly to Dragon after getting vision, or they can go for the fight. They didn't expect the Warwick to be there, so they gave up that. That was a little aggressive on them, but he had every right to do so, I feel. So, from a little bit, like, so far, it's like, top is doing a really good job. Both top laners are doing a good job of responding to pressure mid and dragon. Like, what Aatrox is doing well is pushing it in, and every time it's pushing it into here, when Malphite has to respond to catch the wave out of the turret, Aatrox will go down and catch vision, either here, be out of vision, apply pressure on mid. But every time MF is occupied with a somewhat big wave, is able to rotate up mid, pressure mid. Not quite sure about jungle because I don't play jungle that much. Like AFK farm when I play jungle. Luck's trying to ult steal again. Karma's doing a really good job of just pushing the lane in, getting some chip damage with minions, forcing Lux to just stay in lane. And once it's shoved in, Karma lots of times goes in, deep vision, rotate bot for ganks, got 2 kills there. Nunu's job is honestly just farm up, try to get dragons, get vision around, all around. I don't know what happened there. It's like, okay, big wave, uses E, just ult, W, boom, another ult, attack, red buff, boom. Warwick, slow to respond, Cog pushes it in, it's past river so it'll push back in. It's gotten to the point where Aatrox can't fight the Malphite anymore, but since Karma's really fast and zooms around everywhere and Nunu response slows him down enough so Karma gets the kill. Honestly, okay, getting vision in the enemy jungle is invade because we know mid isn't there. They have to respond to that, and they are down 1 man. It's even 4v4, but you had vision on that, and they already had vision here. Get vision before they try to get top, but instead they decide to just fight in the jungle for some reason, and all die. Not really much to say about that. They overstayed, but Kog'Maw is now here and he is fed. I mean, the ult here was actually pretty lucky considering, unless like they saw him on this ward. Should have been out of vision, but interesting. Malphite respawns, Aatrox respawns a little earlier. They should be able to just, they have decent vision. They know Warwick is still down. They should go for the Rift Herald here, but they have vision of that. Respawn MF coming down, clearing vision in their jungle. Good defensive ward, make sure they don't have too much deep vision in this area. They think they're doing that, but they're not for some reason. Bot is pushing in, but it will eventually push out towards them as a really big wave. Aatrox is getting caught, but gets out. There's good vision on the Rift Herald here, despite them being down because they're not focusing topside vision. They are now setting it up, rotating top, because there is no waves to catch, so the only place, but he's standing on vision. Oh. Ooh, boy. Kog'Maw. Yeah. Really good on the Zyra to keep the Cog alive for that long. Good flash, I would think. Just get better positioning. Looks like John TP'd in and kills Brian. Good TP in response to the fight for cleanup. So that was a really bloody fight. They walked over vision, that was their biggest problem. And they saw it, but they decided to go for it anyways. Lux doesn't die early, but Zyra dies, MF dies. Aatrox dies. It's a big team fight. I'm pretty bad at commentating team fights, so we're just gonna skip that. Well, since they cleaned up, they get Herald. He has a freaking Magi's and Ardent Sensor for the Kog'Maw. That's hilarious. He'll be able to just go top, shove it in, maybe get the turret. I'm sure Malphite has too much kill pressure on it because he has a second wave. Just doesn't have to take. Aatrox is coming, they can wait. Well, Alex knows Zyra is there. Zyra could have just like easily dove it. Oh. Whoa. Or that can happen. They have Herald pushing in top. Mid is gonna push in, so Susan should catch mid. They are 4-man top. They know Malphite is low, and they just saw MF bot. We don't know where Warwick is, but based on their vision, he is probably bot side. Once they communicate that, Rift Herald, because Malphite's dead. They should be able to poke them out, zone them, get the Lux ult to slow it down, poke it out. Ooh, that was aggressive. But got the job done, didn't die from it. Okay, now this is where it's somewhat risky. Malphite is still gone, but... Ooh, wow, that's a really good kite. Oh, got the turret. Maybe slightly over execution there, was a little sloppy. Got engaged on. Well, now they have to respond by catching the wave. Top Dragon's coming up, they should get vision. They're getting some pretty good deep wards, but they walked over some vision of their own. They did clear it out, but that's good enough to secure Dragon, deny some camps. Bot's pushing in, Cog's gonna catch that. See Warwick, just get out of there. We already got the big camp, it doesn't matter. Mid is just gonna stay mid, maybe slightly push in. Might actually push towards them, but Karma is just gonna zone Lux out of the farm because Karma is 6-0. It has Magi's on 20. I mean, they're relatively even outside of farm. There's fights. Disengage attempt. Oh, well. I mean, at this point, they're just ahead. Aatrox passive goes off. Maybe he just needs to slow them. Throw Blood Boil. I mean, oh wow. Nah, Cog gets that. Yeah, he knows he can't get away. It's a Mountain Drag. Probably could have gone for Baron there. But Drake is the safer go. Because they have more vision bot side. Top is a big wave, so Aatrox on respawn will go top. Cog will push it in, so another wave will come back. They are 2vx mid lane. But just knowing that some people's souls are dead, it's a little bold, but got some deep vision. The chance knowing they were all in base to set up, get dragon, rotate, top side, get wards for the next objective. Now they can back, reset, get more wards, push out mid. They had to catch top. Someone's going to have to respond to the bot wave. Kog'Maw probably has... Oh, Kog'Maw's low for reasons. Because I'm not watching. 12k difference, 4 turrets to 0. Strong lanes pushing it in, responding to other lanes, getting deep vision so they can't get ganked, roaming to other lanes. Fast response, something we need to work on. Clearing their own jungles, good defensive pink. Kyle usually does that too, so not really much. Well, they just have to push out lanes, deny vision now. Well, not necessarily even deny, just make sure waves while bot's gonna slowly push into them. But we've got maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. Oh well, or that can happen, or it can get caught. Push out mid, get Baron. No need to dive, no need to dive. There's no need to dive there, but they are fed, so I understand the little. They get to get away with that. Only jungler and mid is gone. They have a lot of AoE, so it's safer to just get the inhib, rotate top, or Baron. Warwick is up though. You might as well push in. No, you don't need to push. Just set up for vision. Zyra's not there. If they clear out vision, they can do it just because they see all of them. They will know. They have to peel. They also have Mountain and Kog'Maw. Mountain, Kog'Maw, Nunu. There's not really much they can do, but they can respond to it. They went earlier instead of catching the farm, maybe they could have tried to fight there. Alright, well, vision resets, they cleared out. Both sides cleared out, rewards expired. Zyra's clearing off top side, knowing it'll push in, so they decided top is the way to go because they send the Karma bot and shove it in because Karma can practically 1v2 as long as he doesn't get CC. They're 4-man goon squatting it. John's gonna get caught because honestly Karma should not be pushed up that far, but 3-man top, Nunu catch mid, force it down, Inhib's gonna naturally push. He flashes and gets out. That's a good escape. Now they just lose top Inhib. Malphite TPs to respond. Probably gonna ult in as a do or die. Prevent the turret from, or not. It's probably smarter to stay alive and try to fight. Yeah. Double turrets, but they just need to push mid in and rotate bot. They don't need to hit the turret. No, there's no reason to be on their turret. It is too risky because that happens. Jesus Christ, they sort of just run at each other. They're ahead enough for a 4v5 is not a problem. Aatrox respawn. I mean, they want to go in. Zyra is also good at fighting when everyone's clumped, and that's game.